Well, welcome to day 17 of our energy bus journey. Today, George steps onto bus number 11, and he is feeling completely defeated. Like somebody has let the air out of his tire. Did you see what I did there? Yeah, and to make matters worse, it's Joy's day off. But wait, she knew George might need somebody like her on a day like today. So she showed up even on her day off. And that's what great leaders do. They anticipate the challenges ahead for the people that they are leading. Because Joy had seen something like this before. She knew that when a leader starts to make changes, when they finally decide to turn things around, that they always get knocked down at first. In fact, she reminds George that this is part of life's curriculum. And on page 67, it says, in the beginning, you're going to fall off and get knocked down. But the important thing is to get back on. Stay strong. And after a while, once you've mastered it, you'll ride with the confidence of a champion. Speaking of champions, did you like the Rocky reference here in this chapter? Yeah, I certainly did. One of my favorite movies of all time is Rocky IV. But it doesn't matter which Rocky movie that is your favorite or that you've watched. The message is the same in every single one of them. Life is about getting hit and getting back up. And that's exactly what George is being told to do. Joy tells him that you haven't failed until you stop trying. But Joy also points out something deeper. George is too caught up in the negativity around him. And that's what the real problem is. It isn't these people, it's negativity. And George is really taking it all personally. So he's stuck in that cycle of negativity again, which in turn is draining all of his energy. He was so excited. Now he's not because of the negativity. And she tells George, you're probably too close, George, which reminds me of a quote I heard years ago. When in doubt, zoom out. Sometimes we need to step back to get a bigger perspective because we're so close to the problem that we can't see the whole picture. And that's where rule number 5 comes in. Don't waste your energy on those who don't get on your bus. Danny, our faithful rule keeper, tells George, some people are going to get on your bus and some people won't. Don't worry about the people who don't get on your bus. Don't waste your energy on them. Don't try to make them get on. You can't drive anyone else's bus. You can only drive your bus. That is such good advice. I heard something very similar when I first started in business. It was, some will, some won't, so what? And that phrase has stuck with me over the years because what ends up happening when we put too much energy into those who don't want to get on our bus, we forget about those and we don't invest in those who did turn in their tickets. So here's my reflection question for you. Who are you spending time and energy worrying about that hasn't even made the choice to get on your bus? You know, we've all wasted mental space on people who in the grand scheme of things make little difference in our ability to reach our next destination. Who are those people for you? I want you to make a note because along with George, we're going to learn what to do with them in the next chapter. I'll see you tomorrow.